Welcome to Invest in Your Marriage dinner date. Tonight we're going to show some love to our wives, spend some quality time, be spontaneous. Honey, what would you like to say?
This was a surprise because my husband usually never plans anything, so this is very spontaneous for him. And I'm just excited that he felt like he wanted to do something special tonight. And I'm not usually good with surprises, but this is really, really nice.
Well, I'm so happy that you're happy. And we have some wonderful couples coming tonight that's going to share a few nuggets on how to invest in your marriage and keep the marriage strong. So once again, investing in your marriage. God bless you. We love you guys.
Welcome to date night.
Hello, I'm known as Brother Bruh, and I want to welcome you to date night, which is, we're going to talk a little bit about investing in your marriage. I've been with this lady for 48 years. I started pursuing her around when she was 13. Her mother wouldn't even allow her to come out the house or date or none of that. So I just hung around the window until I could for a few years till she got of age. So, but I knew all my life, I mean, as soon as I saw her, that she was my wife and I was gonna do whatever I had to do to keep her or make sure that she fell in love with me or stayed in love with me. So it's been like I said, I've been with her 48 years, so we done had some ups and we done had some downs. But I have to say the ups has been more than the downs because she is such a special woman. She's so special till it's hard to put it into words how she deals with situations and she doesn't really lose her temper or really go off on me. And I have been a knucklehead, shown up. But I mean, she just been a beautiful person and we done worked through things. We done raised 3 kids. They all is, you know, doing pretty good in life. They ain't caught out, so you know, she raised 3, so she did a beautiful job. And she just been running my home for, like I said, all these years. And I still can't really get her to commit, like you said, to date nights and stuff. I have to call and still making appointments. And you know, she done retired and I'm still have to call and say, honey, you want to go out tonight? I got the kids or something, you know what I mean? So it's still there, you know what I mean? I still want to take her out, be with her. She's my best. Yeah, she's my best. She's my everything. She's my best friend. She's my doll. You want to say something?
Yeah, he's making me feel really special right now. This man, he's my everything. I guess at first you say it was infatuation, but now it's real, you know, my soulmate and my lover. I love him. And like you said, we've been through things in life, but communication, keeping that communication open has meant a lot. And also, even though you're communicating, listen. You can say, okay, you hear what I say, you hear what I say, but are you listening? And so that has also made a big difference in our lives to make sure that, you know, we are responding when we're communicating how we should. And I just thank God for this man. He's been a blessing. Okay, that's it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Praise God. This is date night, Friday night. Thank God we were some tremendous couples. We'll be married for 27 years next week, July 24th. We've known each other or been together since 88 actually. And I saw her when I was 16 at a party and I said, I'm gonna marry that girl. And sure enough, it came to pass, so I prophesied. But our success has been communication. We've learned how to deal with each other's emotions and our personalities, because we're, you know, 2 different personalities. So, but we've come a long way. Seems like we've been through everything, but She's my doll baby, and I love her to death. We have 2 children, a boy and a girl, and they're doing pretty well for themselves. And I just want to thank God for being in our marriage, because I know without him, where would we be? And I just want to give all my love to you, babe.
Thank you. Well, I'm wifey, and I just want to say one thing about being married and keeping a marriage together. You know, my dad raised 4 girls, and he made us very strong and very confident. And I never wanted to go into a marriage like, oh, I know everything, and what I say, do. And if you don't do, I'm going to do this, that, and the other. It comes a time in the marriage where you got to let your guards down. You got to let the man be the man. You got to let him feel like he is Superman and he can take control. And I'm glad I did that, because he does take control, and he's a man. Thank God for that. Never had to fear or worry about, you know, my family or my children, because he's a stand-up guy. He's a God-fearing guy, and that's what I wanted in my life. I didn't want someone where I had to chase and worry about all the time. I mean, you know, that's all right too. I would stay right there, and I fight and I pray and ask God to restore and heal my marriage. And I thank God for him. It's been 27 years, and yes, I'll go another 27 years with him. Thank God. And that's all I really have to say. That's my nugget for you today.
I met you in a marriage. It's a blessing, you know. I just thank God for my marriage, you know. I've been married for 30 years, you know, and when I first met my wife, and I used to go to Carnab every night, you know. When I first, you know, I wanted her to be my wife, you know, and I thank God for her every day, you know. It's a blessing that God gave me her, you know. I've been to do a lot of stuff, and she's been there for me, and I love her, you know. I continue to love her with all my heart, you know. And we got like 5 grandkids. We got 3 sons, you know.
6.
We got 6 grandkids, 3 sons, you know, and I love her very much, you know, because she been there for me when I was going through my tribulations, you know. But I just thank God every day that, you know, she a blessing to me. She make me happy. She my joy in my heart, you know. And I can't live without her, you know. I just thank God for her, you know. And I love her so much. I've been for 30 years, you know. I have ups and downs, but, you know, God make a way for us to be together, to be happy again. So I just thank God for that today, you know. And I love her very much.
I love you too. Yes, we've been, like he said, in August 31st, we'll be 30 years married. And not to say that it was all, you know, peaches, cream. We went through some trials. We went through some tests. We even almost had a divorce. But look at God. We accepted Christ in our life, and God is the center of our life. And being that he's the center of our life, do not give up on your marriage, because it's not an option. God can work anything out. If you can go through the things that we've been through and come through with flying colors, he can do it for you. So don't never give up on your marriage. Always have open communication. Always love each other and trust one another. Even through your trials and your tests. Like I said, it's not going to be easy, but you know, when we decided that we was going to give our life to Christ and serve God, that's when everything started to turn. Yes. It turned around for the better. When you turn your life around, it helps your children. Yes. Children are in church, you know, they're all accepting Christ. They all know Christ. And I just thank God for investing in your marriage, because where would we be without investing in your marriage? I don't know where our marriage would be, because investing in your marriage helps you get through a lot of tough situations. Mm-hmm. It's a place where it's safety, when you can talk about anything and not be judged. Everything you say and do stays right there. So I just thank God that this man right here, I love him so much. He's my heart. He's always been just such an awesome guy. Yes. What you see is what you get. He's very funny. He's just an amazing guy, and I just thank God that he accepted Christ and that he loves God so much with all his heart. And without that, you have nothing. So make sure that you keep Christ first and everything else will follow. Thank you.
Welcome to Investing in Marriage Date Night. We're at a Cooper's. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Cassandra Cooper. Thank God for this day. Thank God for me meeting this young lady. I can remember the time when I first saw her working for Christ at her church. She was ushering at the door, and I was driving by on Connecticut Avenue, and I saw her, and I said, "Oh man, that's gonna be my wife." I love her, because at that time I was in a place where I needed a change, and seeing someone working for Christ in the church, and I think I called her name out, and I said, "You said hey," and I was like, "Hey," but that was a really good experience, talking with her and spending us getting to know each other. But one of the nuggets that I think that help us with our marriage is communication, respect, love,
Right. I agree.
keeping the marriage alive, going out to dates, spending time with each other. I know lots that you want to say too as well.
Well, we've been married 10 years.
10 years,
We just
yes.
celebrated our
Yes.
10th year anniversary, and I must say in those 10 years, we experienced a lot of trials and tribulations at the beginning of our marriage. And one of the things that I love about Calvin is early on, I fell ill, and I was really sick, and watching him take care of me and watching him just make sure that I was okay. I felt safe in that moment, and he really stepped up and he took care of me while I was sick, while I was in ICU. He was there, and you never left my bedside, and that was so important to me. It was an important nugget for me to know that if I got sick and I needed support and I needed a lot of help, that he stepped up and he was there for me. So that was very important. It definitely allowed me to trust him in that aspect, to know that he would be there for me when I needed him. So I think that right there just was, it increased my love for you at the time.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, I had to be there because I wanted her to come home. I wanted her to come home.
Yeah.
But I just thank God for you. I thank God for, you look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Yes, can I get a kiss? Mwah. Yes.
So thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's it. Bye.
Okay, we are the Kisuns. We are here to celebrate our date tonight. First, we met at a church. We met at a church in New York. Big church in New York, and I was a musician. I played the guitar, and she was at the balcony. And the way she worshiped, every Sunday I watch at her, and I know there's something connection. We have connection between us. And they would draw us together, worship and praising God in the church. Then I started to date her, and we went out, and then we fall in love,
And then we got married.
and then we get married.
So this is a little nugget we want to share with you all. Whenever we're going through any difficult times, which you are going to have difficult times, the one thing that kept us together is singing. And well, he plays the guitar, so the connection that we share, as he said, is worship. So that just, we forget about our problems and we just started singing, and we fall right back into each other's arms.
Yeah.
So no matter what you're going through, just keep your focus, and just remember what drew you together in the first place. And that's it. That's our nugget.
Well, we were married for 32 years, and I believe that faith is what kept us together, and the love of God is what kept our marriage strong. Been through a lot of hard times, difficult times, struggles, deaths, but our faith has always sustained us. And that's what keeps us going. The strong belief and the promises of Jesus. What do you think?
What kept this marriage is my belief in God and my faith and trust in God. That's how we last for so long. God kept us together. And I love her very deeply. She was always be my baby, always.
Mm-hmm. And the nugget that they asked for is, we always agree to disagree when we're having an argument and never go to bed angry. Just talk it out and leave it there.
That's what we do. We just talk things out, we settle things and talk things out. That's what keeps this marriage strong. Because our faith and believe in God and loving on each other.
That's it.
Okay, I just want to say being married is something that I take very seriously. Because, you know, if it's important to God, it should be important to us, you know. And then one thing that we must also do is, like, we must find out about our spouses. Find out about our wives, see what we do for them. What can we do to make them better? Like, what can we do to help them? It's not always about us. You know, when you come to marriage, it's about us, not just about you. Because when you're in marriage, you guys are a team. You know, and there's no I in team. Because when there's an I in team, then the team's gonna fall apart. Just like when you have problems, you go to God, say, God, what can I do to be a better husband? You ask God, what can I do to be a better wife? What can we do to be a better shepherd? That's what we do in this investing in marriage. We try to build each other up. There's no better marriage or worse marriage. We're all working on our marriage to be better. We can learn from anybody. Somebody that's been married for 40 years or somebody been married for 5 years. It doesn't really matter. We're always going to learn something because God is always teaching us. And that's what I love about investing in marriage. And I'll turn it over to my lovely wife.
All right. Thank you, hon. That was great. All right. So one nugget I can give to someone in regards to marriage is to always never stop dating your spouse. Like, no matter how busy your schedule, your day-to-day schedule is, always make time for each other.
Yes.
Whether it be for prayer, fasting, just spend time for each other. Always, never stop dating, no matter what. Always make time for each other.
Yes. All right. Thank you so much. Amen. God bless you.